Woo! Hey guys, sorry for the long delay. Nitz Gamer here, and welcome to the 21st episode of Sonic Boom Vlogs, and honestly, I'm a little too tired to do it, so I'll see you guys in a few hours. Just need a little bit of a rest, and Frick, what time it... Are you kidding? It's morning already? Hey guys, Nitz Gamer here, and oh jeez, I'm tired. Hey guys, Nitz, and now and now it's time to finally do the vlog for sure.
Oh my god, we get it, just do the f***ing vlog.
Damn, it spilled coffee on my leg. Damn it. Well, know from self, kids. If you want to stay awake, drink coffee. And if your parents say that's a bad thing, screw them. Break the rules and drink coffee, damn it. Alright, so let's finally get another Sonic Boom vlog out of the way. This is Sonic Boom Vlogs, episode 21, Sleeping Giant. So the episode starts off where Tails is flying peacefully through the cliffside mountains in his biplane when suddenly, what the fuck?
What up?
How can you be flying?
I'm Sonic powered.
So yeah, Sonic is giving Knuckles a ride and... Ow!
This is fun! And only mildly damaging to my kidneys.
Hey, Knuckles, Hey, Amy, I want you to do something. Yes, what would you like me to do? Punch Knuckles. Why? Because I want you to punch him. But what did he do wrong? Just punch him or otherwise I'll punch you. Okay. I mean for real. You know what? I'm not gonna do it. I am not that mean of a person. So when Knuckles accidentally hits into a rock, it turns out that rock is actually a giant rock monster that was asleep. And of course, Sonic goes for the most logical cliche by saying,
Maybe it's a friendly gargantuan rock monster. Nope, he's playing into the stereotype.
So yeah, this rock monster is trying to kill Sonic, but the reason why will be revealed later on in this episode. So yeah, when Tails tries to help Sonic, of course, he's gonna go Sonic Adventure 1 again. Yay! Finally, this trend is finally happening since the first episode in Sidekick. So yeah, you have the rest of the characters that are trying to help, and the rock monster kicks a rock into Bygone Island's village, almost kills Fastidious Beaver, voiced by Mike Pollock, the same voice actor as Dr. Eggman. And of course, there's a running joke about the lemons and all that, which honestly is kind of it's not funny. It's not funny. I don't know. I didn't really laugh much at these kind of jokes.
When life gives you lemons, make lemonade.
But I already had the lemons.
But the interesting thing is that Amy actually gives details on what this rock monster is, and this is pretty much the description she gives.
Granifier Giganticus is a proud race of mountain dwellers from the time of the ancients. No one has seen one in hundreds of years.
Now, okay, it's BS information that you just say, okay, I'll just buy what you said because it's just made up BS, but here's an interesting thing. Listen to what she says again.
Granifier Giganticus is a proud race of mountain dwellers from the time of the ancients. No one has seen one in hundreds of years.
Did you catch that? If not, then let me repeat the word for you.
Is a proud race of mountain dwellers from the time of the ancients.
Ancients. Now, if you don't know what that is, then you obviously haven't played Rise of Lyric or watched my Let's Play of Rise of Lyric. Or you watch Game Grumps and you completely were oblivious to it. I don't know. So yeah, the Ancients, as in the Sonic Boom universe, is said to be a race of beings that were proud of both nature and technology, and take the advantage to be diverse with it rather than keep it separated. And of course, Lyric himself from Rise of Lyric was one of these ancients who eventually turned against the ancients and tried to destroy all organic life forms and try to build everything from machine. And yeah, if you're wondering what the backstory is behind this, honestly, it's best if you see the game for yourself rather than have me explain it, because it's a lot of details and all that. But yeah, the ancients themselves were a proud race of beings that eventually went extinct, and yeah, you see the statues in several moments of the game, but also in some moments of the beta footages as well. I mean, this was a concept that they were building up for the Sonic Boom universe, but for some reason, it seems like they vaguely explain it in Rise of Lyric, and I don't know much about Shattered Crystal, how much they explain it, but it seems like in this TV show, this is like the first episode that at least kind of shows a little bit of connection to Rise of Lyric by actually mentioning the ancients. I mean, yeah, we do see that Dr. Eggman has that extra bracelet or button on him that he gets from Lyric at the end of Rise of Lyric. But yeah, this is the first time that ancients was mentioned. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, they might mention ancients later on in the TV show since, well, the video games are supposed to connect to the TV show as they do act as a prequel. So yeah, since the ancients are a proud race of beings that, you know, take the advantage of technology and nature, it's interesting that this rock monster is, well, brought up, because the thing is that the rock monster is not treated like a monster. The rock monster is actually purposely trying to find a way to get comfortable. Which, yeah, that's actually what the episode is about. And yeah, while Dr. Eggman is watching the whole havoc that is going on, he thinks that he can probably use this rock monster to his advantage for his evil schemes. And so when Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy, and Styx, you know, I might as well just say Team Sonic. I think that's a faster way to say the entire team's name. Team Sonic tries to do anything they can to make the rock monster go to sleep. So when the rock monster tries to find a comfortable place to sleep, Amy suggests that maybe she should sing a little song. And yet, for all of you who hate Amy, this will definitely prove you that Amy is flawless in this universe no matter...
Hush, little Granifier Giganticus, don't
Me.
say a word. Amy's gonna buy you a mockingbird.
And yeah, the rock monster definitely doesn't approve to it. But that's not until Styx starts singing, and her voice is... Oh my god, that is legitimately more annoying than Amy's.
But it's working. He's falling asleep.
And yeah, well, the idea of Styx singing actually legitimately does make the monster fall asleep and all that, which is backwards, and I know it's supposed to count as some sort of hilarious moment, but honestly, this is one joke that they play over and over again for the second half of the episode, that pretty much Styx doesn't really know how to sing, and that her annoying singing voice actually makes the rock monster go to sleep. And heck, even they kind of make the joke out of it.
That's not a lullaby. That's what happens when I drop bagpipes into a wood chipper.
But here's the thing, just because you actually acknowledge that it's bad or that it's annoying doesn't automatically make it good, which is kind of the problem with this episode, is that when it does acknowledge an idea is bad and they try to take the advantage of it, doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to work. I mean, Marvel has done it several times with some of the cliches that they played off of, but for the most part, they do play it up with hilarity. Whereas here, there are some moments where some bit of hilarity is there, but it's one constant joke that does play for, like, the second half of the episode, and it's a joke that is legitimately more annoying than guilt tripping. But since guilt tripping was a joke that played throughout the entire episode as opposed to half of it, then yeah, it's not worse than guilt tripping. So yeah, I kind of gave away the spoiler that I will actually be giving this a low verdict, unfortunately. So yeah, when Dr. Eggman tries to take the advantage to get the rock monster, he of course fails, and the rock monster camouflages, managing to kidnap Styx so that way he can use Styx to fall asleep again. And yeah, they do rescue Styx in the meantime, and honestly, the rest of the episode is kind of a bore, to be honest. I mean, there's not really too much that is funny or anything that is going on, except for one joke from Knuckles, but aside from that, nothing really else.
We can't just stand here and watch Eggman's place get trashed. You're right.
So yeah, as a whole, this episode is... honestly, as cool as it is that they brought up the Ancients again, and honestly I had to see this a second time in order to realize that Amy mentioned Ancients, this episode was kind of just... in my opinion. I mean, it wasn't really a great episode, or even that much of a bad episode. I mean, it definitely has a great idea that it's a rock monster that is basically trying to go to sleep, despite the fact that it's been asleep for who knows how long. I mean, there are jokes that definitely do work in this episode, as I said before, and even shown. And yeah, there is some bit of lazy animation, as I have noticed watching this episode again. I mean, the physics with the lemons definitely does show an example of how water physics in the Sonic Boom universe just don't really work that well. I mean, I think the water from the well is definitely closer to the realistic kind of water that we do get in this episode. So yeah, there's some bits of lazy moments, like even one moment where Tails actually does crash land in the middle of Bygone Island. It looks like his plane is fine, but it seems like his plane comes apart in literally just one frame, like 1 or 2 frames. And yeah, the whole entire joke with Stick's annoyance, Sainin, and all that, and how unbearable it is honestly a joke that is overplayed, and even if they do acknowledge that it's terrible themselves, that doesn't necessarily mean that it justifies the joke. I mean, it's kind of like how Sonic makes, you know, bad one-liners in Rise of Lyric, and how Tails and Knuckles both acknowledge that, hey, you know, you're not as funny as you think you are. I mean, I get that they're trying to acknowledge when a joke doesn't work, but when you acknowledge something like that, it literally doesn't work. So, yeah, as a whole, this episode, in my opinion, is average. I mean, it has some good ideas, it has some bad ideas, there's some lazy moments, there's some clever moments. I mean, the whole rock monster is kind of interesting and all that, and the design of it is, well, pretty generic for the most part, but I'll give it credit that it does look legitimately kind of cool. Honestly, I think the rock monster is kind of the same opinion that I have with Sora the Eagle, that honestly, Sora the Eagle was a character that did kind of look cool, but wasn't really that interesting. Whereas the rock monster should be a lot more interesting, but unfortunately the entire episode is centered around him trying to get to sleep, which is really nothing that adds on to the Sonic Boom universe, as this does connect to the Ancients, which was the core mythology of the Sonic Boom universe, and it's something that can be explored more, and honestly, I think this is something that we're gonna have to wait until we see the further episodes. So, yeah, as a whole, this episode, in my opinion, is pretty much a simple 5 out of 10. I mean, it's an average episode. It's not really good, it's not really bad, but as a whole, it's a decent episode, and, you know, take it for what it's worth. If you like it better than me, then go ahead and like it, and if you hate it worse than me, then I can understand. But yeah, it's a pretty decent episode for the most part, and it's pretty harmless for whatever the heck they're showing to our children. So yeah, when I get back to my next episode, episode 22, The Curse of Buddy Buddy Temple, I don't know what that episode's going to be about, but it sounds like some sort of Nemesis kind of episode with Sonic and Dr. Eggman, so I can't wait to watch that. So guys, sorry for the long delay of this Sonic Boom vlog, but hopefully I can continue doing these Sonic Boom vlogs and hopefully catch up. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next Sonic Boom vlogs.
See, that's all I got for you. You keep rolling?